to thank you first Asian Society for this course. We are going to write a song together. Today is going to be a happy song with a upbeat vibe. We are going to use ukulele. So I hope you have a little ukulele. Mine was at the time 20 pounds, so around 250 Hong Kong dollar, which is amazing and really colorful. We will begin first by tuning the ukulele. So you can find those kind of tuner. You can find as well some free one on just by googling, or I took an app as well on my phone. G, C, D, and A. So please tune your ukulele so it sounds like this. Everything will sound entirely different and it can sound out of key. So I recommend you to tune your ukulele and be sure that everything is into order. G, C, E, and A. Perfect. Next step after tuning your ukulele, up. So what is amazing with the ukulele is that you can begin directly. You just need to tune it and then c'est parti, as we say in French. The most important is that you feel comfortable. So I like to hold it like this. It's my hand holding the ukulele like a crab, and then I just hold it close to my body and keep it with my arm. Then I can just do any notes. So it's, you can carry it like this. Okay, so the first chord that we're gonna learn, it's quite an easy one because you only need one finger, and it's the C major chord. To find the C major chord, you just need to go on the 3rd fret. So 1, 2, 3, just here. And then the C major chord. So what you need to remember is that you need to really push on the fret so the sound is clear, and be careful to not touch the other fret, because if you do, you can hear a weird sound. So you need to really push that 3rd fret and so I was talking about frets. What is frets? Frets are every of those lines. 1 fret, 2 fret, 3 frets. Okay? So that are the frets. This is C major chords, and you have the strings, which is those ones are the strings. Okay? So the second note we're gonna learn is an F major chord. You only need 2 fingers, so it's quite easy as well. You will place one of your finger on the 1st fret 2nd string here, and then the middle finger you will have it on the 2nd fret 3rd string here. This is a F major chord. So for now, I repeat, we learned the C major chord and the F major chord. So now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go from the C to the F all together for 10 to 15 seconds, so we can just practice and feel comfortable to go from one chord to the other chord. Okay, so the C, remember, is that one. I will use this finger, so it's easier to go after to the F. So this finger here, F, remember, it's close to here, again, F, C, going to learn how to do a G major chord. For the G major chords, you just need to do a triangle with your fingers. So you begin here, then you go here and here, nice little triangle. So second fret, third fret. Okay, that is a G major chord. Okay, shall we try to go from one to another? Or shall we shoot? So, G, C, F, F, G again, C, F, F, G, C, F, F, G. You see how important it is to push. I will just remind you the importance of pushing on the fingers so the sound is crisp. Yes. C, F, F again, G, C, F. That's okay, that's perfect. So you can try different combination as well. Begin with the F, go to the C, then go to the G. So I think it's really good to try different combination so you can get better at changing from one chord to another. So we should try to play in a beat now. What I mean by a beat is to begin at the beginning of the bar, and in a bar there is a count of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, beginning of the bar, 2, 3, 4. New bar. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go from the G, F, and C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do any combination you like. You can begin with the C, the G, F, we were playing in the beat, and I think it's a good beginning for later when we're going to use the software. Ableton. The software Ableton. I will teach you the basic to begin with Ableton. It's my favorite software to use to create music, actually. You're playing on beat, that's amazing. So we can play a song that everyone knows, and you can play it with the chords that you just learned. Let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Bing. I really hope that you're going to play Happy Birthday the next time to your friend and family. Now you know how to play it, you don't have any excuse. There is another song that we can play together, and it's the song from the Beatles, Twist and Shout. Come on, baby, come on, baby, twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on, baby, come on, baby, twist and shout, twist and shout. That one was Twist and Shout by the Beatles. I don't know if you know this song, probably your parents know this song, but it's a really famous song from the Beatles, and it was called Twist and Shout. So I believe that there are different ways to write music, to write songs. I don't think there are some that are better than others. I really think that it depends of the people and as well of your mood. I can tell you though that it's easier to write music if you do it every day. Just use a diary, for example, or use the note into your phones of how you feel, what you have seen during the day, what you have accomplished, anything that comes to your head. I like to record whenever I have melodies in mind or a few words and I don't want to write it down. I feel like I already have the melody to how to sing those words, so I'm just going to record it on my phone. Don't wait later because you might forget. Okay guys, so now we're going to write the song. For that we will still need the ukulele. I will have a pen and a notebook. We are going to use a song that I called L'Ami Doré, which means in English the golden friend. So I will advise you to first listen carefully to how I write this song, and then maybe you can re-watch this video and try to follow the steps to write your own song. The first verse is more about me and how I feel about that person. So the two first verses actually are more focused on my perception, of that person into my life, while actually the third verse is more how the impact of me into the life of that friend. Okay, so I'm gonna read you the first verse, which is 4 sentences, really short ones. We don't live the life the same way, but I like you anyways. I like you with all my heart, all my heart. So in this first verse, you can just put on the situation first. You can, that's what I'm trying to do here, explain a bit, maybe how this friend make you feel, maybe how important this friend is for you or is not. That's how I was thinking to write those sentences. So for this part, I was trying to explain that now we are doomed, that we are already way too much linked, that I love this person way too much, and that I care so much for this person. So I was explaining the feeling that this person is bringing me into my life, this person is bringing into my life, sorry. So I think it's way too late. Now I do care, I'm letting myself to be a pain because I give you so much love. So something that I have to explain to you as well. Here I have some rhymes. So if we go back into the first verse, we had, we don't live the life the same way, but I like you anyway. So here we have the rhyme on anyway and way. And then I like you with all my heart, all my heart. I'm just repeating the same word, heart. Then in the second verse, I think it's way too late. Now I do care. So there is not a rhyme, but somehow it's not too different. For the ear, it sounds quite nice. So that's why I picked those words, late and care. And then I'm letting myself to be a pain because I give you so much love. So I think that pain goes well with late, care, pain. It's not too different. It's not, it doesn't sound wrong as well. So that's quite nice. And I finish with love. So in that second verse, there is no rhymes whatsoever. Late, care, pain, love. But somehow those words are quite similar, I will say. I mean, quite linked. And it's not too different somehow in the sounding of the words, so it still works. So don't hesitate to make rhymes or not. Just find words that sounds natural, I will say, together. Okay, so we have two verses for now with 4 different lines on both verses. I like after to have a chorus. So my chorus is short and I'm repeating it twice. I often do that, but once again, there are different ways to write music, and you need to find the way that is the best for you, that it works for me. So my chorus is, I'm able to see you in my future. Hey you, we will go further, further. Now repeat, I'm able to see you in my future. Hey you, we will go further, further. So I'm just following what I was saying in the first verse. Actually, in the first verse I was saying that how important that person is, the place that that person has in my life, and the fact that I'm aware that we're quite different, but still it doesn't matter, that this person already have important place in my life. And so then in the chorus, I just wanted to reinforce the fact that you're not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, we are going to stay in each other's life for a long time. So that's why I decided to say, I'm able to see you in my future. Hey you, we will go further, further. Yeah, I wrote these songs, I guess 7 years ago, and this friend is still in my life. So I'm quite happy about it. Okay, so we have the chorus that I will repeat twice. And then we need 2 more verses of 4 lines, and then go back into the chorus that we will repeat twice. That is what I usually like to do, and that's what we can hear a lot of time in the pop music as well, actually. Verse, verse, chorus, chorus, verse, verse, chorus, chorus. For the third verse, I will tell you the words that I picked, and then I will explain to you why and how I arrived there. So, oh Lord, you bother me sometimes, but I get it somehow. You find ways to annoy me, but then you cuddle me. So, oh Lord, you bother me sometimes. I was just trying here to explain in this verse that I am annoying as well as a friend, but this person as well is annoying as well. in that verse I am switching. So in the first verse I was saying how this person, how they make me feel, and in the third verse, so after the chorus, I went more into how important I am into the life of that person. So yeah, it's quite easy, you just switch. Okay, so for the fourth verse, I wrote, I never said it, I cannot forget it, but thank you for building it, building the love that we live, I just wanted to finish that song somehow by saying thank you to that friend, that I am aware of the fact that that friend builds this friendship and try their best to have me, to keep me into their life, and to make me a better version of myself as well. And then finish with twice the chorus again. I'm able to see you in my future, and you, we will go further, and say that twice. I believe that this is quite nice to end with a resolution in the song, and with you know, a happy ending or not, but that in the end we feel like yes, the story is resolved. In the last part it needs to be more intense as well. I like it like this. So after hearing my lyrics, I hope that you found some for yourself. It happens sometimes that I will begin with the lyrics and then try to incorporate those lyrics into the songs, the chord progression that I've created. But for that song, I first had the chord progression, and then I was thinking about that friend, and then I was writing it down and just singing how I was feeling actually. So I think there is a way that it can be easier, which is to read the sentences that you have with the chorus progression. So just play and say those sentences. So we said that we wanted to make a beat song, so we are going to use some major chords. We can still use some minor chords, but we won't use only minors because it might sound melancholic, and that is for the second chorus. So let's find some chords. We don't look the life the same way. We don't look the life the same way. But I like you anyways. So I went from C to A, F, A, F, C, A, F, A, F. I repeat. We don't look to life the same way, but I like you anyways. I like you anyway. I feel like maybe it needs to be changed a bit, to be spiced up a little. So we will try this. Just try to mix the lyrics together. That's something I usually do as well. I will try to make the sentences shorter and more direct, or try to change the direction of the word, the placement, sorry, of the words, and just so it sounds better. So don't hesitate to do that sometimes. That will change entirely the song that we created. We don't look the life the same way, but I like you anyways, like you anyways. Like you with all my heart, all my heart. Think it's way too late, now I do care. I'm letting myself to be a pain, cause I give you so much love. I think this is better if it's faster. Sounds more catchy, more upbeat, so we're gonna make these beats just a little bit faster. Okay, so let's try to find some chords for a chorus. I think we need to change the chord progression so it sounds better. So let's try to find some chords. that sounds nice, that are in the same energy, the same vibe as the chords that we used for the verse part. Maybe just C, F. Able to see you in my future again. Able to see you in my future. And you will go further. And you will go further. And you will go further. And you. Am I able to see you in my future? I think it sounds quite nice and catchy, so let's keep this. And so it's C and F. Okay, so now that we have the two first verse, the chorus that I repeat twice, we need to go to the second verse. Oh Lord, you bother me sometimes, but I get it somehow. You found ways to annoy me, but then you cuddle me. I didn't talk about the rhymes in the third verse actually. Oh Lord, you bother me sometimes, but I get it somehow. You find ways to annoy me, but then you cuddle me. So we have the repetition of me, annoy me, cuddle me. And then in the first part we have, for the end of the word of this first sentence, it's sometimes, and in the second sentence it's somehow. So we have a rhyme that is some. So it doesn't finish with the same sounding, but it begins with the same sounding. So that is a possibility as well. And I think that to the ear is quite nice. And then I never said it, kind of forget it, but thank you for building it. So here again, we just repeated the word it, and then building the love that we live, that we live. And here again, I repeated live twice at both ends of the two sentences. Let's try to put those words into this chord progression. So for the verse, if you remember, that is C, F, A, and then go back to C. So let's try again. You found ways to annoy me, but then you cuddle me. Let's try, okay. Although you bother me sometimes, but I get it somehow. Nice. And then go back to the chorus. I'm able to see you in my future. So after finding how to put the words into the song, but once again, it can always change, it can always evolve. You can, as you heard probably, I wrote first some lyrics, but then I changed them a bit while I was singing to make it sounds nice, to make it sounds coherent as well to your ear. So now that we kind of find the way that we want it to sound into a chord progression, what I usually do is that I go on the software, I will record the chord progression and just put it in repeat. And there is no right or wrong, there is no pressure. It really depends on you, your mood, and the day, I guess. So okay, I have my mic here and I'm just going to open Ableton right now. So that's the one I am using. Okay, so that is my interface. That's the one I am using, and so I will plug it to my computer with the USB cable, and then I'm going to plug the mic here and the guitar, for example, as well. So don't hesitate to use your phone to record the vocals as well, because actually the microphone from the iPhone is not that bad, as well as the one from directly the computer. So I put 100 BPM with the tech so we can be sure that we're going to record on time. And as I don't want to hear that tick into the song, I'm just going to use this so you don't hear it. Okay. Okay, and then the chorus. Use this one, so don't hesitate. Okay, so you need to plug it, that kind of cable, to our interface. Okay, and then that interface needs to be plugged to the computer. Let's see if it works. I think that the easier way to do, that's the way I like to do as well, is to do line by line or verse by verse. So that is the amazing thing that you can do when you're recording with the software, is that you can record separately. You don't have to do everything all together, which makes everything harder. So let's try to do that. And yeah, let's go. We don't look alike the same way, but I like you anyways. I like you anyways. Beam. Then I think it's way too late. Now I do care. I think it's way too late. Now I do care. I think it's way too late. Now I do care. Okay, one more thing is that if you talk too close to the mic, then pop, 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 we might hear the pop, pop during the recording, which is not nice. So the best is to put the mic a little bit further from your mouth and sing louder. If you're using an interface, you can just put the sound of the mic here louder. Okay, so when you open Ableton Live, you're supposed to see this. This is called the session view. You can find on the left the browser, where you can find all the instruments that you want to use, or the drums, for example, as well in here. You can just drag and drop them into the MIDI line here. You can close and open the browser just by clicking on this button here. But know that you can use two different views on Ableton. You have the session view here, and you have the arrangement view by clicking on this button. Well, you arrive in the arrangement view. You can as well just click tab, and you can arrive in here as well. I will usually begin on the session view, and I will just add different lines, which means I can try different type of chords, different type of audio, and just add them here one after the other. And then I will finish in the arrangement view, and that's where I usually arrange the music when they are done. Sorry. So we will stay with the arrangement view this time. You have the information window just here. You can open it and close it. That's quite nice, because when you pass next to anything, it will explain to you what it is. So if you have any question as well, you can just use this information window. So a button that is really important as well is the play button. So you can see that when you put play, this is moving to the left, from the left to the right. Up. So you have the bass here and you have the beat here, but you can as well find the beat by clicking here on the metronome. So if you have play, you will hear this. So you can hear the 4 beats that we have in the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. It's exactly what I've taught you earlier. So the 120 here is 120 beats per minute, which means that if play here for 1 minute, you will count 120 beats. And so you can make it faster, or you can make it slower as well. For pop, for hip hop, 120 is quite good. For example, if you want to do hip hop, 90 is a nice BPM, nice choice of BPM, or 98 as well. If you want to do something more EDM, electronic, 140 can be good. 130, 140 can be good. So really depends on the style of music you're trying to make. You can zoom at any moment. You can zoom by using your mouse, or you can go in this gray area and just drag like this. Up, down. So you can pick like this, click on the right mouse, right click for example as well, and you put insert empty MIDI clip, and now you generated the first clip over 1 bar, 1 to 2. So as we picked earlier drums, you will see if I click this, you will hear the sound that I play. If I take it out, you won't. So I click here, and then you can just draw the instrument. Okay, and you can select those ones, drag them down, or drag them up. Move them on one side, or you can as well make the bar smaller by clicking here, right click, or bigger. So now we're using a 909, but you have as well the 808, and you can just change at any moment the instrument, hear the drums that you're using, and so it will sound different depending of the instrument you're using. Okay. The 808 is used a lot in house and hip hop, and was created in the 80s. It's one of the most famous drum machines. You can hear how it can sound, have a demo by having this on. You can just click on it if you don't want to hear anymore. Like it just gives you some ideas of the sound you can create with those instruments. All right. You can listen to the sound by clicking on the little arrow as well. So if you're not using a MIDI controller at home, you can just use the keyboard of your computer as well to make the sound, which is amazing. But you will need for this to have this little button clicked. If not, you won't hear the sound. If you want just to see how you can record as well, you can just we're gonna put this, square the BPM, record, and okay. That wasn't in the BPM, but that is recorded, and that's exactly what I was playing right now. Okay. If you want to see it and edit it, for example, because you realize that this is not into the rhythm, you can just double click on it and you will arrive on this view. And then here you can arrange manually if you desire and put it exactly where it's supposed to be. Okay, just wanted to show you. Okay, but you have other ways, other tricks to do it. So if this is not looped yet, you can just take exactly what, okay, I'm just gonna move it here first, exactly what you want to be looped, this one, and it depends if you're on a PC or on a Mac. I'm on a Mac, so I'm gonna do Command L, and I guess it's Control L on a PC, and so then this is looped. Okay. So let's put play. And I want it to be less fast. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bass drum, and I want something. Okay. So in this bar you have 4 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4 bits. Okay. Let's try to add a snare on the 2 and the 4 as well. Let's see how it sounds. Let me take the BPM away. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try to add another bass, but we will do it like this and see how it sounds. Okay, it's not amazing, so let's try to change something, move it. Okay, I think it's better. And you can just use the arrow to move it and see what you prefer. Okay. Let's try to add another one maybe. Yes. Maybe add a hi-hat. On every 16th bar, we're gonna add a hi-hat. So we are going to do once. So we're gonna add some hi-hats, and we want 16th of them. So we are going to change this like this. We can do 1, 2, 3. Or you can just select everything and do Command D or Control D if you're on a PC. Okay, delete. Okay. So you can just try. Yes. I like to begin with just a few hi-hats and then add some more. So I'm just going to do Command D as well, because you can do Command D for the chords that you add like this, but as well the full bar you can just duplicate it, and I will try to duplicate this and see. Yeah. Okay. I want it to sound less obvious, so I'm just gonna reduce the velocity by reducing here. Okay, what is nice as well is to change the size and just try to create some different sounding. So we're gonna try this and see. Okay, no. Better. So you saw earlier that for this bar I just did Command D. And if you want this part, for example, to be exactly the same as this part, you can do Command D, or you can just take on not on that side from this higher part, just drag it like this, and so it will just copy exactly the same up here. Okay, we're gonna try to add some other sound, maybe some clap. We try. No. Yes. Maybe some conga as well. Yes. Maybe some low ones. No. So what I did just now is I clicked on a note that I didn't want anymore, and I click on the 0, which makes that we don't hear it anymore. So that's a nice thing as well. When you're not sure if you want to keep a note or not, you don't have to delete it. You can just deactivate it by just putting 0. So if you want to have 2 bars instead of 1, for example, you can just click on duplicate button here. So then now you will see there is 2 bars, which is a copy of this first bar. So you can make some difference between the first bar and the second bar. You can, for example, try to erase the bass. You just try and see what sounds nice to you. Maybe this not have it. Okay. And see if we need maybe a conga or clap here. Yes, sometimes. Okay. What I like to do after adding drums usually is to add some keys, some piano, for example. Bam. And you can do exactly the same as what we did for the drums, which means click right, insert empty MIDI. You can draw the notes here. Or you can play them. Now I'm just playing with my keyboard. So if you wanted to record like this, you will just put this and I just did Command Z here. Command Z will just undo. So instead of clicking undo, I do Command Z. And then you see the notes, and then here pop up. You can just delete, arrange. By double clicking here, you will see the notes. Okay, by double clicking here, you will see the information on those keys that you can just, change here. You can change the tone, symmetry, volume. You can change the volume here as well. And once again, if you remember, this button needs to be on if you want to play here at the same time and here. Okay, this is solo button, so if you click on this you will only hear this instrument, but if you do commands and then this, you can hear both. Okay, this is the stop button. Okay, so if you want, for example, to record your voice, you will need to go first live and then preferences, and then here this is the mic from the mic book. But if you add one mic, you will see it here, and you will just have to pick this one as an input audio input device. And if you want to listen to the music on your MacBook's Pro speakers is here. If you have headphones, that will appear here as well. Or if you want to listen, I don't know, on Bluetooth on your sound system at home, it will appear here as well. So you will first have to go here, I repeat, live preference, and pick the output where it's supposed to come out, and the things that you linked to your Ableton will be here on the input. Okay, what I usually like to do after adding some drums and some keys is a bass, or something that kind of sound like a bass that will make the music sound a little bit more full. You can try some flute maybe. You can just take it and drag it here. Cannot really hear anything, so I'm just gonna okay, it's not that loud. Yes, this one is more visible. Why not? Record, let's try. Okay, Command Z again, because as you can see the recording went over and deleted this part, so I'm just going to Command Z, and so you can see what I did. I'm just going to drag this part here because I like to have first the drums, and I can rename by clicking right, rename drums. It's important to rename everything so you know where you're going. Here the keys, rename keys. Here, Command R as well, you can do is the flute. Okay, I want the volume to be a bit less important, and you can just try anything. Then I like to add some effect. You can have some audio effect, or you can have some MIDI effect. As this is a MIDI, you can use MIDI. And put some echo, can have the length longer, you can change the pitch as well. Just trying different things, don't hesitate to do the same. And okay. usually like to record all this little sound that I like to do. Can put some audio effect maybe. Maybe some delay can be nice. I'm gonna try this. You can change the volume of the vocal here and here as well. So you just added the audio effect by dragging it like this, and you can find it by double clicking here. You'll find it here, and you can just try and see what you like the most. If you don't like, you can just take it out by clicking here. It's on, up, it's off. You want echo, up. Okay, echo sounding nice. I just did comments. Okay, so when you do this, after you can just save by clicking on this or Command S. Trial, I'm gonna call it, and save. Okay, so that was the basic of Ableton. I believe that you have enough to begin already, and don't hesitate to write some comments in the comment section if you have any question or remarks. Okay, so here we are in the session view of the first song. If you listen to it, the verse. Okay, just going to take it, bring it to the other view. I don't know how many I need, I'm just going to put 4 for now. Command L, this part, and then use the lyrics to figure it out. How many verse do we need? I'm just going to delete the one we don't need and try to look into those vocals, which one are the good ones. I'm able to see. Okay, so this is the chorus. Yes, and so this is going to be the verse.
The same way, but anyway, we don't look to life the same way, but I like you anyways, I like you anyway.
Now I'm trying to see which vocals are the best.
But I like you anyways, I like you anyways, I like you with all my heart, like you anyways, I like you anyways, I think it's way too.
So you can just put space button on display, or you can as well go here, not here, but in this light gray, and hit play.
We don't look to life the same way, but I like you anyways, I like you anyway.
Okay, this is nice. Okay, and this one. Okay, so we're gonna try to add verse here and see.
We don't look alike the same way, but I like you anyways. I like you anyways. I like you anyway. We don't look alike the same way, but I like you anyways. I like you anyway. I like you with all my heart. I like you anyways. I like you anyway.
Okay. Sounds correct.
I think it's way too late. Now I do care.
No, not
I
that good.
think it's way too late. I think it's way too late. Now I do care.
So this part is not okay, but this part
I
okay.
think it's way too late.
This part is not okay.
Now I do care.
This part is okay. So sometimes what I do is that I just drag it. And so I said this part was okay, this part wasn't okay, so I delete this part. Then this part wasn't okay, but this part was okay. So I just try.
I think it's way too late. Now I do care.
Okay.
I think it's way too late. Now I do care.
Okay.
I think it's way too late. Now I do care. I think it's way too late. Now I do care.
That sounded nice.
I think it's way too late.
So we can just try
Now
to
I
add
do care.
another line. So I did right click and then insert audio, and then I like this part, so I'm just going to try to add it just below and see the two voices together how it can sound, and just maybe press loud. Okay.
I think it's way too late. Now I do care. I think it's way too late.
Nice, but I hear in one of the recording my mic
I think it's way too late.
is here, so I'm just going to put this one and sing.
I think it's way too late.
Nice.
Now I do care.
Again.
I think it's way too late. Now I do care.
Okay. So we were
I
here.
think it's way too late. Now I do care. I think it's way too late. Now I do care.
I think that's the same.
I think it's way too late. I'm letting myself to be a pain.
That sounded bad.
I'm letting myself to be. 'Cause I give you so much love. Letting myself to be a pain. 'Cause I give you so much love.
No.
I allow myself to be a pain.
Maybe here.
I allow myself to be a pain. 'Cause I give you so much love.
Okay.
I allow myself to be a pain.
No.
'Cause I give you so much love.
Fine.
I allow myself to be a pain. 'Cause I give you so much love.
This one is okay. So what you can do as well, if you want, is right click, crop, and it's only going to keep this part.
I allow myself to be a pain. much love.
And then what is this?
Oh Lord, you bother me sometimes, but I get it. Oh Lord, you bother somehow. Oh Lord, you bother me sometimes, but I get it somehow. You find ways to annoy me, but then you cut on me.
That's cute. Okay, so we need the chorus at some point.
Oh Lord, you bother me sometimes, but I get it somehow. Oh Lord, you bother me sometimes.
Let's try to see the chorus and see.
Oh Lord, you bother me sometimes, but I get it. Cause I give you so much love.
Here. So we're going to pick the chorus. Which one of them we listen first?
I'm able to see you. I'm able to see you in my future.
Okay, this one no.
I'm able to see you
Maybe.
in my future.
That's kind of okay. From here.
I'm able to see you in my future.
This part no.
Able to see you in my future.
Okay, this part is out of
I'm
key.
able to see you in my future. In my future.
Okay, this part okay. So it is from here, I think. From right is going to up.
I'm able to see you.
Okay. What is this?
I'm able to see you in my future. I'm able to see you.
So here, right click, crop sample, and this one,
I'm
okay.
able to see you in my future. In my future. In my future.
Okay.
I'm able to see you in my future. In my future. See you
Like this, I think.
in my future. I'm able to see you.
Okay. And I want to listen to this one as well.
I'm able to see you in my future.
Okay, no.
I'm able to see you.
Better.
I'm able to see you in my future. I'm able to see you in my future. In my future. In my future. In my future.
Okay, this part no. What is this? No.
I'm able to see you
No. all this part is really bad. I'm just gonna delete it like this. I think this was the mic sound. I'm just gonna crop, right click, crop sample, and then tab, and I'm just going to add it here and see if it sounds nice with the two together.
I'm able to see you. I'm able to see you in my future.
Better.
I'm able to see you. I'm able to see you in my future.
Okay.
In my future, I'm able to see you. In my future, I'm able to see you. I'm able to see you. I'm able to see you.
Okay, maybe here, this one. Just trying different things and trying to see what I like. Okay, this one.
I'm able to see you. I'm able to see you.
I don't like this one.
In my future,
Okay, I like that one. Delete here.
I'm able to see you. In my future,
And maybe like this as well. Let's see.
I'm able to see you. In my future, I'm able to see you. In my future, I'm able to see you. In my future, I'm able to see you. In my future,
Louder.
I'm able to see you. In my future, in my future.
Okay, let's hear it.
We don't look alike the same way, but I like you anyways. I like you anyways.
Let's try
I
to add
like
this.
you with all my heart. I like you anyways. I like you anyway. I think it's way too late. Now I do care. I allow myself to be a pain.
Here we can hear that there is a difference in the volume, and we can see it as well because here is bigger than here. So double click on it, and I will just increase the volume so it's kind of similar to this and to the rest of it.
I think it's way too late.
This one
Now I do care.
needs to be less loud. Okay,
I allow myself to be a pain.
less loud now.
'Cause I gave you so much love.
It should begin here. Okay, so we're just going to drag all this here and see how it sounds.
I allow myself to be a pain. 'Cause I gave you so much love. I'm able to see you in my future. I'm able to see you in my future.
Okay, I need to delete all the little
In my
sounds
future,
of the mic that we hear.
I'm able to see you in my future. future.
I like the little sound at the beginning of this little thing.
In my future.
So we're gonna leave it. Yeah. Command S save. So you can add drums as well if you desire. You can draw the drums by yourself by adding a drum rack and then picking every of the instrument that you want. Here, tom, snare, everything, and then by double clicking here you can just draw them, you know. Or you can do like we learn when it's the instruments are already included. You just need to draw them.
Now I do care.
Or as well, you have other options to cheat. I can say all results. If you look here and you put all results, it's gonna look in every of those things. Here, 808. 808, I told you that was one of the drum machine the most used. And so I beforehand downloaded some that are already designed and drawn, so you can just drag it.
I allow myself.
See how it sounds to you.
I allow myself to be a parent.
Okay. So after you're done, you can just export again. MP3, yes. Yes, we can save it here. Okay. There is some bed, so export. And you go one. Just gonna call it here. Yes. Replace. Yes. Okay, so it's here. Let's hear how it sounds.
We don't look to life the same way, but I like you anyways. I like you anyway. I like you with all my heart. I like you anyways. I like you anyway. I think it's way too late. Now I do care. To be a parent, 'cause I give you so much love. I'm able to see you in my future. I'm able to see you in my future. To see you in my future, in my future.
So thanks for watching, guys. I would like to thank as well ASHK Society. If you have any question or any comments, don't hesitate to write them down in the comment section. You can find my music on my Instagram and on my YouTube under Cathy Lay. CATHYLAIT, and please follow us, subscribe, and see you soon. Bye bye, guys.